So now that we've shown you how a scribe works live, both on your own website as well as associations' websites, it's time to make a few things understood as far as how data is managed and how the content can be shared or made private. So this bucket of information that is a project allows you to manage your information, but inside that same bucket, other companies can add photographs, content, facts around that project that they intend to use on their own websites, but there is a lot of sharing that can go on. For instance, you can upload your photography, and maybe it's an under construction photo or a photograph that didn't require you to spend a fair amount of money on those photos, then you can share them freely with the rest of the companies, the rest of the team on that project. But you may have also spent some considerable money on the project, the photographs, and you can mark them private. You also can add common data around a project. Common data is information that is really, I guess, hard to argue with. The square footage, the number of floors, the location, the type of house that it is. But there's also your own facts around the project. So you can have your budget, your description of the project, your role, and even custom fields that you want to choose to show on the website, or you can actually track facts around a project with a scribe and have them not displayed on your website, which gives you the ability then to report later. You can sort information by these custom fields, and that's something, of course, that even the BIA has the capability of doing around the projects. But keep in mind, this bucket of information keeps your website displaying just the way that you set it up. You don't have to worry that because somebody's adding content to this bucket of information that it's somehow going to affect your website. And then this, as I mentioned, you can choose to show or not to show any particular information around a project. You may add information to this bucket that you don't want to show on a website, you just may want to track later. So your showcase display, how it appears on your website, is completely fluid. It's really HTML web design data that's pointing to our servers and pulling the project information up to the surface of somebody browsing your website. So you can display the information any way you want. It's extremely flexible. Also, the marks, what we call the link and logo that show up on your website. Let's say you choose to say, I'm going to take part in this and I'm going to share links with other companies so I can astronomically increase my attention on the web. So you can choose to partake in this link sharing, or you can choose to use a scribe as a content manager for your website and not sharing link sharing with other companies, but you can still show on the BIA's website. You also have the ability to filter and organize those marks as they appear on your website. So you can tell the system that, we don't want to show off companies that compete with us even though they worked on the same project. And you have the ability to filter those companies from showing on your website. It's a limited feature. You certainly cannot log in and say, I'm going to share links with everybody, but not, and then block everybody. It doesn't work like that. Then you can also choose you can use the tool and maybe choose not to display a project yet, and maybe only display projects on the BIA's website. So you can use it as a tool to show your projects on BIA's website and not even show it on your own website. Now that would be you would not be getting the full benefit of a scribe that way, but in some cases people really like what they have on their own website, and that's absolutely fine. Begin using this system to manipulate your project data to get maximum use, even on the limited basis that we just spoke of. It's important to point out some of the things that are coming very soon with the scribe, because this software is only 4 months old, and in 4 months it has spread all through Michigan and into 10 states. So we're very excited about the growth, but it also requires us to continually improve the software, which we are doing very rapidly. So in the coming months here, 3 to 4 months, maybe even actually some of these things will be rolled out in a few weeks, you'll have more pre-configured residential data fields. So you can log in, and around this project you can have drop-down data, say this is the number of floors, this is the type of building, this is the number of bedrooms, and so on. So that feature is being rolled out soon. Also, data reporting and advanced display searchability. So right now on your website you can do some things to search by one or two characteristics of your projects. Maybe it's project type or budget. But very soon you'll be able to have a virtually unlimited number of fields that a user coming to your website can search by keywords, can search by number of floors, and so on and so forth. You'll be able to add videos soon. And we're also introducing an award section, which allows you to label a project that this won an award, and it lets it's maybe that's information that the community around that bucket of information can then also see and show on their websites. It improves everybody's display, which of course makes your work look better. And then the ability also to charge for photographs. Right now we have the ability for you to upload and share a photograph freely, or you can upload and mark it private. But very soon you'll be able to upload and actually charge for photography that says, hey, we spent some money on this, so if some other company wants to use this photo out of this bucket, then they have to pay X amount of dollars, and you specify the amount. A scribe facilitates the exchange, and you get quarterly checks in the mail for the photos that were sold through the system.